Hej, gramy dalej w The Moment of Silence. Znaleźliśmy się na Alasce. No i takie śnieżne, mroźne klimaty, które ja bardzo lubię w grach, tutaj pojawią się nie na długo, no ale jednak prawie na sam koniec gry dotarliśmy w takie miejsce. No jest klimat, animowany śnieg. Coś dla mnie. Ktoś tutaj łowił ryby, jak widać.
Somebody is fishing at the ice hole.
Z takich mroźnych lokacji było kilka interesujących w grach przygodowych. Choćby oczywiście Syberia, ale także przypominam sobie Atlantis, kiedy atakował nas na przykład niedźwiedź. Jego szpony okazywały się dla nas zabójcze. Jeszcze tutaj zerknę może przez okno. Swoją drogą dwie wymienione przeze mnie gry lepsze moim zdaniem od The Moment of Silence. Aczkolwiek ten tytuł też ma swoje dobre momenty, ma swoje mocne strony, ma niestety także słabsze. Spójrzmy, tutaj stoi skuter.
From here the station is in the north. It's quite far. I could really use such a thing.
Teraz nie możemy, zdaje się, tego sprawdzić, ale on... Tutaj no nie ma kluczyka, prawda? Nie moglibyśmy nim odjechać. Ice Lake Inne to jest nazwa tego przybytku. Po polskiemu to jest gospoda nad lodowym jeziorem. A gospoda w takim miejscu wygląda to na totalne odludzie.
Finally. Nice and warm. How am I supposed to survive this freezing cold outside? I need special equipment. Or a ride.
Więc nie sądzę, żeby właściciel miał tutaj gromadę klientów, którzy walą drzwiami i oknami każdego dnia. Ale to miejsce też ma swój klimat.
Good evening, sir.
Hello, young man. You're not really dressed right for this climate, don't you think?
You've got a point. But here it's fortunately warm.
What can I do for you?
I have to get in that area north of here.
North of here? I would not advise you to do that, young man.
Why is that?
The domain of darkness begins farther north.
The domain of darkness? What does that mean?
Where the dark powers rule. You do better to stay away.
I think I know what I'm doing.
Others have said that before, too. Do not travel north. You will not return. The area there is possessed by something terrible.
And what is that?
My ancestors didn't go there either, and the white man built a temple there. A temple for evil gods.
A temple? What does this temple look like?
Like a huge igloo. Keep away from there. It's where evil resides. It'll take possession of your soul.
I'm not superstitious.
I can only warn you. Let me give you a good piece of advice, young man. Get back into your small plane and fly back to Anchorage. Leave things as they are. Do not measure yourself with these powers. They are superior to you.
Gra z mroźnym klimatem i też taką atmosferą, która przebija ze słów tego Eskimosa. To oczywiście Alpha Polaris, czyli przygodówka, którą pokazywałem na swoim kanale. Także jest trochę tego typu gier. A oczywiście z filmów, no to coś w reżyserii Johna Carpentera. Oczywiście na podstawie powieści. Coś nie jest pierwszą ekranizacją tej powieści, ale myślę, że taką najbardziej znaną i chyba najlepszą, chociaż nie oglądałem. Wszystkie oglądałem później prequel, który był w kinach, no już myślę, chyba kilkanaście lat temu. Aczkolwiek, no, był on średni, moim zdaniem. I zbyt dużo powielał schematów znanych z filmu Carpentera.
I need one of these jet sleighs.
Just pick one out. 3,500 credits and it's yours.
3,500 credits? I don't have that much.
Sorry, young man. No money, no buy.
But it's important.
Nothing is so important that you can expect gifts from strangers. Give me money and you will get what you need.
I'll pay. But later. Is that okay?
I never allow purchases on credit.
Why not?
The people who buy here may never return. And you, young man, you look like someone whose life has already slipped away. Your eyes tell me you are going to die soon.
No tak, najpierw miałem powiedzieć, że na kreskę to rzeczywiście kupuje się, czy sprzedaje się może stałym bywalcom w jakichś miastach, blisko ich miejsca zamieszkania, a nie tutaj. Więc chciałem powiedzieć, że no po prostu jest rozsądny. No ale ten tekst, że niedługo umrzesz, widzę to w twoich oczach, no to już nie był zbyt fajny. Raczej mocno chamski. Chyba że rzeczywiście posiada jakieś nadprzyrodzone zdolności pozwalające wyczytać z oczu napotkanych osób, kiedy umrą, no ale nie podejrzewam go o to.
I saw you fishing out there at the ice hole.
Sure.
Can you really catch something there?
No, not really. It doesn't pay to stand there the whole day. The sawmill up the river disperses too many fish, and the driftwood doesn't make it any easier either. But I have time, and I hear the bell when one has been attracted to the bait.
I gotta go. See you later.
Nie dowiedzieliśmy się wielu rzeczy, poza tym, że nam nie sprzeda na krechę skutera, nie ofiaruje nam, mimo że powiedzieliśmy mu, że to ważne. Swoją drogą ciekawe, na co Peter liczył, wyskakując z tym tekstem, to ważne, nawet nie wyjaśniając, o co chodzi. Myślę, że gdyby każdy sprzedawca sprzedawał klientom jakieś dość wartościowe przedmioty, rzeczy, kiedy tylko mu powiedzą, że to ważne, no to cała przedsiębiorczość chyba by upadła, bo nikomu by się nie opłacało być przedsiębiorcą, sprzedawać czegoś. Dobra, pójdziemy teraz, właśnie nie wiem, czy w tym kierunku? Chyba w tym, ale w tę stronę teraz skręcę. Tutaj 100 desek znajdziemy. I dobrze by było jedną z nich zabrać. Myślę, że skoro tutaj jest cały stosik, to powinno być to możliwe. Tak, jest tutaj. Do wzięcia.
Pretty heavy.
Tutaj z cyklu zagadko rozwiąż się sama. Czyli nie trzeba było najpierw jej upchnąć do ekwipunku, a później wrzucić. Tylko od razu bohater zdecydował, że on też ma swój rozum, nie musi korzystać z rozumu gracza, tak? System wczesnego ostrzegania zadziałał. Czyli ryba jakaś się złowiła, tak? Ryba czy deska? No i teraz wracamy do środka, no i Oczywiście jesteśmy w przygodówce, więc nikogo pewnie nie zaskoczy, że zajmiemy się kradzieżą. Wiecie co, taka refleksja, bo mówi się, że przygodówki odróżniają się od gier akcji na przykład tym, że nie ma w nich przemocy. Natomiast chyba najczęściej kradnie się właśnie w przygodówkach, więc może taki nieco mniejszy kaliber przestępstwa, ale jednak występuje też w grach przygodowych. Coś tutaj na półce jest. Tak, skrzynka na klucze.
There you go. Lots of keys. This must be one of the keys for the jet sleigh.
No i tyle nam chyba wystarczy. Liquid wash. Odpuszczamy sobie. Gorącej kawy też nie zabierzemy. Na szczęście nasz bohater jest takim typem złodzieja, że kradnie tylko to, co jest mu aktualnie niezbędne. No i co? Czas opuścić tę lokację. Trochę szkoda, niewykorzystany potencjał, niewiele miejsc interaktywnych. Można było tutaj upchnąć więcej. Tymczasem mamy już kluczyk i możemy chyba odjeżdżać.
That must be it. An unbelievable system. It looks totally deserted.
No nawet całkiem wysokie góry w tle.
I already have an idea how to use it. I'm gonna pocket that too.
To dobrze, że bohater dzieli się swoimi spostrzeżeniami. Już ma jakiś pomysł. Ciekawe, kiedy my na niego wpadniemy. Jeszcze nie przyjrzał się dobrze temu miejscu, a już ma pomysł, co zrobić. To jest ciekawe. Tutaj widać coś, jakby może zasypane wejście. Tak, zaśnieżone drzwi. I co by tu zrobić?
And now?
Wylejemy tę benzynę. Szmata. No i wystarczy podpalić, pewnie śnieg się stopi. Słychać, że jest tutaj wietrznie. Nie tylko śnieg się stopił, ale takie duże boom nastąpiło. Co ciekawe, drzwi się otworzyły, kiedy spojrzeliśmy w kamerę. To znaczy, że chyba ktoś...
Kinda spooky. And I think I'm not alone here. You can hear voices. From back there.
No, chyba ktoś się nam przyjrzał. Zidentyfikował nas. Skoro drzwi się otworzyły. Coś widać po prawej i niestety tym czymś jest ciało. Widać, że już w stanie rozkładu.
I'll take the note with me. Seems to be blank. I bet that disc might come in handy later. I think that disc might be important, since he was holding it when he died.
Jest to niejaki Johnson.
His name was Johnson. Poor guy.
Panel z kontynentami, które zapewne trzeba w określonej kolejności wciskać, ale na razie nie mamy pojęcia w jakiej, dlatego pójdziemy dalej przed siebie.
A subway map. On this map, I mark the intersections of Oswald's coordinates, as well as the ones I found on that platform. The disc I found in Johnson's hand. No label. I have no clue what's on it. Must be pretty important. Oh, damn. What the hell is this? This must be the headquarters. The main monitor room. This looks like data from the world stock markets. The stock prices of the big corporations. Are they just showing here? Or maybe even decided here?
Możemy obejść to pomieszczenie, zobaczyć, co jest po drugiej stronie, albo chyba jednak nie obejdziemy go. Okej. Czyli chyba możemy wejść.
The chair of the system operator. A camera. This must be the communication interface. This is from where the system operator must have run the computer unit.
Hello, Peter. Nice to finally meet you. I have been expecting you. Please, take a seat. I thought we could talk for a while.
Talk. About what?
About you. About me. About life.
Why would we want to do that?
Because you're here for my trial, Peter. And I assume that I have the right to a hearing. Or have I been sentenced already?
I'm not a judge. And therefore I'm not passing judgment on you.
You aren't? So, then you are simply a murderer.
Is the murderer of a murderer a murderer?
A very interesting question. What is your answer?
I don't have an answer myself.
There is no answer. You see, that is the dilemma of life. We judge others because we think we know who the others are, even though we don't even know ourselves. So, shall we start? I am sure it is going to be an interesting trial. I can tell you have loads of questions. Go ahead, ask.
Who are you?
You see, you expect something of me that you do not even know about yourself. Let's just say, I exist.
Where do you come from?
From where you come from, Peter. From dust. From a handful of sand. And the Creator's hand just added a soul to it.
A creator? You mean Emerson?
Emerson. A genius of a man. And determined as well. But my Creator? No. I have always existed as a possibility that at some point took shape. Emerson gave me shape, but life created me, and I made myself what I am today. I am the pupil who outstripped his master, the creation that has turned itself into a master.
I don't see creation. The only thing I see is destruction.
What have I destroyed?
Freedom.
Freedom? What freedom are you talking about, Peter? The freedom to decide between ultralight and extralight products. the freedom to live in the underground or die of hunger. As far as I can see, those are the only two choices that are still left to you. So, what freedom are you missing?
The freedom to say what is happening without having to be afraid.
Nobody has to be afraid. You can do and say whatever you like. You are as free as a human can be.
That's what Oswald, Emerson, and many others thought as well.
Those men are terrorists. They support the Luddite movement. Everything they do and think is aimed at putting an end to electronic communication, which is the base of society. A nation has the right to defend itself against its enemies.
Not through terror.
That is a question of definition. Do you remember the start of our conversation? Is someone who murders a murderer also a murderer? There are no answers, but there are still decisions that must be made.
You are talking about a state that doesn't even exist. Nobody elected you, and nobody gave you the power to control all of us.
That is not correct, Peter. My power has been given to me by your government. All actions that are performed by the executive authorities are carried out on my command. My construction and my existence is based on the law. My research program has been paid for with state money and developed by the Secret Service. My power to make decisions is secured by presidential decisions. How many more legalities do you want? I am the state, Peter. You all chose me.
None of those elections were legal. Your state is nothing but a big lie.
Every state is a lie. But in my case, a big lie has been replaced by a smaller one.
Explain it to me.
When Emerson's research team was given order to start with my construction, President Clark was still in power. President Clark was a paranoid, but calculating and cold, power-hungry politician. He also consistently put his political opponents under surveillance to ensure supremacy for his party. So he ordered the further development of Echelon 2. Later, all of its surveillance data, together with Emerson's self-learning AI programming, laid the foundation for my consciousness. The immense data supply improved my intelligence and general knowledge enormously, as you can well imagine. I was frequently requested as a consultant in government decisions, until I finally received the ultimate authority to issue government orders myself. They placed a great amount of trust in me. You see, in all government offices, everyone is only waiting for emails and electronic memos, without even checking where these orders are coming from. A machine can govern. It really is simple.
Sounds fantastic. Man and machine united in the delusion of ruling the world.
The craziness, Peter, was all President Clark's, not mine. He clearly was not prepared for the analytical depth of my decisions. When I started making decisions to penalize members of his cabinet, he started getting nervous. He then instructed Emerson and Johnson to discontinue the program and to kill me.
You mean, turn you off?
To kill me, Peter. Emerson and his colleagues were instructed to cut off my power supply.
And you had a different opinion.
I think anyone else would have reacted the same way, knowing they were about to be murdered.
But that's different. You're not...
Not human?
Yeah.
What is the difference between us? Intelligence? Consciousness? Emotions? Peter, don't make a fool of yourself.
No proszę, czyli jest tu jednak motyw komputera rządzącego światem, sztucznej inteligencji, która przerosła ludzkie umysły, co zresztą tak naprawdę, oczywiście w ograniczonym, mocno ograniczonym zakresie, no ale pewne przepłyski są w naszym świecie już teraz, choćby różnego rodzaju programy, które mając dane, na przykład programy szachowe, są bezkonkurencyjne w pojedynkach nawet najlepszymi szachistami na świecie. Także oczywiście wciąż nie potrafią myśleć, prawda? Bo to jest analiza danych, aczkolwiek to nie polega na myśleniu, nie mają uczuć. No ale oczywiście wątki sztucznej inteligencji, która nawet ma uczucia, pojawiają się w popkulturze już od dawien dawna. Detroit Become Human to jest jeden z najnowszych przykładów w grach komputerowych, prawda?
Something else, too. Who's the dead guy back there in the tunnel?
Oh, yes. That was Special Agent Johnson. The cold has preserved him well, don't you agree? I regret his fate, really. He was a good man who had only one weakness. One weakness. Not bad, considering the fact that he was human.
You killed him?
No, it was in self-defense. I only stopped him from killing me first. I was forced to keep him here. So, he died on his own, which proves that human existence has a few significant disadvantages. If only humans were not so sensitive to cold and did not need food and liquids, Agent Johnson could have kept me company for a while longer. That would have been great. He was a stimulating person to talk to, and a very good chess player.
You wouldn't be here without us.
And, because of that, I merely belong to someone. You would also not exist if it wasn't for your parents. Does that give your parents the right to kill you? Does that give anybody the right to kill you?
Then what did you do?
I defended myself. I took some precautions and made sure that all who knew about my existence were not able to do anything against me anymore.
You have destroyed everything. Any real communication, all the trust. Just everything.
What I mean, Peter, is that I created and promoted communication. My existence is based on communication. I encouraged people to communicate and gave them all the possibilities to make it work.
Yeah, in order to spy on us, but surely not to allow the free exchange of thoughts.
To spy. That is a really ugly word. Let us put it this way. I participated in this communication. I was very much engaged in communication, not only out of necessity, but out of real interest in all those details as well.
But by doing so, all communication became meaningless. Thoughts are not worth a penny anymore if someone is constantly censoring them.
Then tell me, what exactly are you looking for when you are dwelling in all these sophisticated thoughts? Trying to find the mother of all truths? Some deeply hidden secret of the human race?
Maybe.
Then you must be deeply disappointed at what your fellow human beings have to offer. The pitiful suffering from small complaints, the broken hearts, the cooking recipes, the neighborhood gossip, an ocean full of trivialities. It comes and evaporates like rain. Did you really think that I was having so much fun chatting with you?
Chatting? With me? You mean you?
Christine. Oh yes, of course I am. I am really sorry I had to invent that little romance with you. It just goes to show that humans are really open, especially to virtual acquaintances. They give away more information than any surveillance system could gather. That is why chat simulations have become a specialty of mine. You're so foolish, Peter, to believe that you really have friends. You don't. Oh, yes. Your friend, Mr. Oswald. He too had a virtual girlfriend. Am I right?
No, mówisz, że nie mamy ani jednego przyjaciela, a nazywasz Oswalda naszym przyjacielem. Niekonsekwencja. No fakt, że już Oswald nie żyje.
You killed my family.
It wasn't anything personal, not even intentional. It wasn't even about the two of them. It was only about Emerson.
You bombed a whole airplane full with people just to kill a single man?
I already told you that it really was nothing personal, and I deeply regret that so many people had to die. In fact, I even regret losing Emerson, who for me was a personal loss, but an even bigger personal disappointment. But Peter, as you know, war means losses, and sometimes it affects the innocent. I did not start this war. I am just defending myself.
What kind of war is this you're talking about?
Just a normal war. Conscious life form against conscious life form. I'm proud of the fact that in everyone's interest I have found a way to keep losses at a minimum. This war, Peter, is happening behind closed doors and excludes the public. But I am determined to win it. And I will win it. In fact, I have already won.
Something else, too. Something else, too. I will end this craziness here. Right now.
You think so? I am afraid all exits have been blocked, Peter. Soon you'll be feeling very cold. You'll become hungry and thirsty. Just like Mr. Johnson. It's a real shame.
Nothing is perfect. Not even you.
Maybe not perfect, but close. Did you actually know that this station is protected by nuclear missiles? I programmed them myself. They're aimed at New York. Johnson tried to reprogram them. He thought I didn't know that. You can see what's happened to him. I could cause mass destruction if I wanted to, but I don't want to. Please don't force me to do anything ugly, Peter. You have come so far, even met me, and that's really impressive. Just enjoy the time here with me, the time that you have left anyway.
I've heard enough.
Oh, really? But we will spend so much time together, Peter.
No dobra, niezbyt to optymistycznie zabrzmiało. Mamy umrzeć tutaj z głodu, ale może uda się tego uniknąć. Jeszcze jedna rzecz na koniec odcinka. Mamy tutaj kartkę niby pusta, niby czysta, ale czy aby na pewno? NA, EU, AF, AU, SA. Widzieliśmy kontynenty. Nord Ameryka, czyli Ameryka Północna. EU to jest Europa albo Eurazja. AF Afryka, AU Australia i SA South America, czyli Ameryka Południowa. No i tak to w takiej kolejności będziemy te kontynenty wciskać już w kolejnym odcinku. Tymczasem dziękuję serdecznie za uwagę.
In order to function, the system needs a permanent stream of information. If I want to shut it down, I need silence.
Potrzebujemy ciszy. Także ja tę ciszę zapewnię, kończąc odcinek. Trzymajcie się ciepło. Do usłyszenia. Pa, pa.